welcome back to a brand new video where today we are going to be taking a look, and it's another of these kind of like deep dives into what happened to a tower. And today up next is our boy Freezer. I feel like we've got to do him with this now. Should we keep it? We keep him in the mid jug of our boy Freezer. Let's whack him into the layout straight away. Who else are we gonna bring? We're gonna bring apparently I've been hating on Golden Soldier too much, so we're gonna bring Golden Soldier. Take this awful skin off. What should we go for? Oh, that looks quite nice. Ooh, stealth box. But, you know, we're going to go for the Buddy Soldier. Because it is kind of Easter. It's not really anymore. And we're going to go for this one. I'm going to go for the Booth farm. I'm going to go equip a farm. I'm going to equip a DJ Booth. And who else do we want? Do you want to take our own minigunner? What do you say? Let's take our own minigunner with us. And we're going to whack him in the Ghost skin. Beautiful. And then let's hop right into the game. So here we are in the the lobby. What map should we use today? What haven't I used yet? We haven't used Toy Board. We haven't used Tropicals. We've used Evil. Who do we go for? What do we go for? Orphan Fallen's a cool map. I said we're gonna go for Toy Board today. Are we? Yeah, we are. We're gonna go for Toy Board today. We go for Toy Board today. Ladies and gentlemen, let's lock ourselves into Toy Board right real quick. It's a lot darker than it used to be fair. So, yeah, and we'll start with a Golden Soldier. My boy. Apparently I've been saying him too much. I got loads of people, I can't remember what I said about him, but apparently, commenting, not loads of people, a few people commented on my last of these kind of videos, you know, the last, oh, hello. But yeah, the last of these sort of videos that, I've insulted the boy, and apparently I have. So like, we're gonna fix that. It's got flying detection on those areas. To be fair, we could probably do a whole video on Golden Soldier, but I think it's been quite good for a while. Today's video is fully on Freezer, who we are going to tap right here, I believe, when he's just done shooting. Thank you. Gonna tap you there, Mr. Freezy boy. But straight away, there's something that's changed from when it first came out. It's been awful since I've played the game. I joined in 2021 properly. I played a bit in 2019, but like I joined properly in 2021. So the first thing that changes is he's got damage on level 0 now, and also like the way he doesn't just freeze, he chills. So it slows. Instead of like actually blocking them, it slows them down, which is cool. It's not awful, and he's cheap. He's really cheap. What, 1,300? Doing well, and he can freeze them. And I'm pretty sure that's them frozen for the rest of the wave or the rest of the game. It's quite a good tower. It's got quite a decent range as well. But it used to be absolutely atrocious. I remember when I first joined, it was terrible. It's always been terrible, and I don't know if I think it's always pretty much been quite bad for ages. Now it's always been pretty terrible, which is always a sad sight. But when it got buffed in the 2023 winter event, whichever one had Krampus, was it Krampus? No, Krampus was way earlier. Who was the 2023? Was it the one? You know the one. You'll know it. It's the one that he got buffed in is basically what I'm trying to say. But you know when he got buffed in that, he became half decent. Actually, he's actually not terrible. It also looks cooler than it used to. The animation's a lot more something, because although that's a cool little bunny mask, but like because it used to just be like it used to just be like very static. Well, the whole game used to be like that, to be fair. But the whole game's animations have got evolved. It's a tower that finally in one of these videos, a tower that has grown with the times. It took way too long, of course. I would agree if anyone said it took way too long for it to get to the point it has now, where it's actually a decent, viable tower. Look at him go! Wow, we've killed the abnormal. We've killed the elite abnormal. I'm gonna get another Golden Soldier. Golden Soldier's actually goated, can't lie. I can't lie. I was slating him without reason. So sorry, Mr. Golden Soldier. But you know, generally, the Freezer, cool tower. I can't remember if they stack the freezing ability or not. I don't know if they do. Maybe, I don't think they will. But yeah, freeze time 0.02, so it takes 2 seconds. What is it? Burst. Oh yeah, it uses a burst tower. Oh, it has defense melting as well. I don't know if it always had defense melting. Also, it never had hidden detection before. I'm 90% sure it never had hidden detection before. And it does now, as you can see from the fact it's demolishing that abnormal boss right there. So Freezer. He's always been a terrible tower, hasn't he? He's one of those towers who was just kind of there, and he was absolutely, he was awful, but like, he was just kind of there, and he was more of a meme. I think he became more of a meme. It's like, oh, Freezer's the strongest tower in the game. Ha ha ha. No, he's not. He was absolutely awful, and he always has been absolutely awful. Can we upgrade this thing? Thank you. You might say, why don't you get a golden minigun? Because I don't want to. That's why. But you know, he's been terrible for absolutely years. He's got terrible for years. Got buffed, and now kind of just plateaus at being, I think, decent. He's not awful. He's not the worst tower in the world. But he's not the best. I think that'd be unfair. He's not the best freezing tower. I think the best freezing tower is probably still Sledger. That is a Sledger is goated. I can't lie. I love Sledger. But you know, I think that is probably the best freezing tower. Either Sledger or Frostblast. Frostblast is quite good. Last time I used him. But what did happen to the freezer? Geo, as you can see, maxed out our first freezer. He's level 4. He's got himself a little ability. The molten grenade, I believe. Yeah, the molten grenade, the freezing grenade. I believe when he first got added to the game, he was really good. In like sword fights and the highest events, goated, overpowered as hell. Because of, I believe, his abilities, he could, like, was it an ice spike or something like that? He did something that would, like, helped you beat who was the final boss of the Sword Fights of the Heights? The guy, the man who is the boss of that event. Yep, he helped him beat you. You could beat him. He is possible to beat. And, yeah, no, it was really, really good for that. And then it got nerfed into the ground. Generally, I think it got nerfed so heavily, it was useless for 4 years. That's how awful of a nerf that it was. Useless for 4 years, by the way, is insane. That's kind of levels I haven't reached, and I'm 6, and I'm useless, and I've not been useful for 4 years. Not 4 years, 3 years. We'll get there eventually. I think as we drift into the kind of mid-game here, and like you see like these faster enemies, like these molten mechs start to appear a lot more, you kind of realise what the flaw of the freezer is. He's good at stopping like the slow, heavy ones, but as soon as anything fast comes in, his range is so small, and he's a burst tower, so as like the soldiers, but like so. He bursts. So yeah, he bursts. But yeah, no, he's a burst tower. So like when an enemy runs out of its runs quite fast, it's probably just going to use one burst, and then anything behind it will get past it quite quickly as well. It's really good for early game stopping. Like these hounds and these well, obviously can stop the corpse. Anything can stop a corpse. It's not moving. But like it's really good for the early game and like just like blasting through them blasting through that a bit faster because you're just able to do that slightly more damage. It's very good for like early bosses as well. It's killed these molten hounds were maybe I'm wrong, but like I do generally tend to see that it gets worse with when the faster enemies start appearing more often. But yeah, no, I just want to interject here and say again, thank you so much for the support on the last few videos. If you haven't seen yesterday's video, then please go watch that. It's a good video. It's a controversial one, so feel free to shout at me in the comments. This one isn't, but it's another of the controversial ones. But if you haven't watched that, go do that. And if you are new around here, please subscribe. I think we can hit 250 by the end of the month. Hell, on this rate, we're going to hit it by the end of the week. So like, please do subscribe. And maybe if we hit 250 soon, we can hit 300 by the end of the month. That would be insane, by the way. If we did that, I don't know, I'd be very happy. But like, if you could subscribe, that'd mean a lot to me. Right, so I just want to say before any of the comments come, I know I was wrong with the freeze mechanic. It freezes them, but it doesn't freeze them forever. I think it must have been only the Frost Blaster, or someone did that. I remember someone in the game, it would take ages to freeze them, but once it was frozen, once they were frozen, an enemy was frozen, that's it. That's they're frozen like forever. But like, it must have been the Frost Blaster. But yeah, no. Freezer doesn't do that. He's a cheap little boy. He just freezes them. He does quite well as that molten golem gets destroyed. So he's not even died yet. There we go. He's finally died. But like, you know, he gets absolutely destroyed so quickly that he doesn't even register that he's dead. It's quite impressive. But like, Freezer, you know, I love a lot of skin. The mint choco. This isn't a Freezer thing, but the mint choco skin was also always just a bit of like, it was just a reskin, and it looks a bit weird because it was literally like they just changed the colours, and I think they might have whacked an icicle on his head, if I can remember correctly. But now it's like a completely different skin to the original Freezer, and it looks really good. I really like it. Let's use our DJ ability because that's going to actually do quite well for the quest because there's quite a few enemies in it. There you go. Now we're all getting a slight buff. But you know, Freezer generally it's not the best stunner. It's still one of the worst stunny ones. I think it's better than normal Pyromancer. I think that's probably the only stunning tower it's better than, though. Normal Pyromancer, and I don't know if Toxic Gunner really counts as a... It kind of is a stunning tower, but I reckon it's slightly better than Toxic Gunner, just in the actual stunning aspect. Probably not the actual slowing down aspect. I think Toxic Gunner slightly slowing down damaging aspect. I think Toxic Gunner slightly edges it there. But for the actual like slowing and stopping of the enemies, I think Freezer is better. It also doesn't do very well with crowds because it's got what's it got? It doesn't do very well with crowds because it kind of is just single damage like targeting system. So it's not the best with crowds, but I'm going to place one at the back here just to slow these guys down. It's not the best with crowds. It does very well for like kind of high HP one single enemy. I think is probably where it's best utilized. The Frieza. It's still a really good tower. I think it's from what it used to be. It's had a really nice kind of like upgrade. But as I was saying, it's the same. Frieza doesn't do great with the crowd control, but he does do great with, like, he's going to do really well against the Molt Executioner when we get to him. He's dead now. Who else haven't upgraded? You, and that's about everyone. I'm going to stop maxing these minigunners out. And Frieza's still doing quite well. He's still freezing loads of things. Like, generally, he's doing really well. For what, wave 30 of what, 30, how many is there? 35 in multi-mode, isn't there? So, like, yeah, no, he's doing really well. So Frieza is worth it, in my opinion. He's a really good tower. If you don't have Frieza and you're new to the game, get him. I can't remember how much he costs. He might have gone up, because I think it was only 800 when I bought him, but I think he must have gone up, surely. There's no way Frieza hasn't gone up since then. It doesn't work against bosses. I've just realised that. The grenade doesn't work against bosses, which is fair enough, you know. I kind of didn't expect it to. But yeah, no, it doesn't work against bosses. What do I like about the Frieza? The Frieza, it's just a nice, cheap option. How much does it cost? It's, what, 7,000 for a max level Frieza. That's not a lot of money. That's not a completely, like, that's not a ridiculous amount, is it? It's a fair amount. It's a starter tower, isn't it? It makes the game slightly more easier, so you can get more damage on the enemies, and it's great. It's good at its job. It really is good at its job. It used to be awful at its job because it would freeze for about 0.2 seconds and then do like no damage. But because it does damage and freezes for actually like freezes for like a while. I think it does depend on the HP, but like these molten things are just getting like melted. It's got hidden detection. I don't think it used to have hidden detection. If it did, it wasn't very effective. You know, it's a good tower. It is just worth getting if you're new to the game. If you're like kind of level 50 and above, I want to say probably not worth it, because you've probably just got enough towers to It does end up, because it does take up a tower slot at the end of the day. We could probably put something better like the Electroshocker or the Warden in, like, as a probably better stun. Warden, better like kind of stun. No, Electroshocker is another slowing down. Warden is more of an actual stunning tower, I guess. But like Electroshocker if you just want to slow things down. Warden if you want to actually stun them. The good thing with Frieza is that it is a bit of a jack of all trades when it comes to like what it actually does, because what it actually does is it freezes and it like slows down and stuns, which is great. But it's not amazing at either of those things. It's really good. It's just not amazing. It's really good. Because it does both of them. But it's not amazing at like one or the other. Like where the Warden is amazing at stunning, or the Electroshocker is amazing at like Electroshocker is amazing at like slowing down. Toxic Gun does Electroshocker slow down and stun? I think it slows down. Pretty sure it might stun. One of the two. I haven't used Electroshocker in a while, if you can't tell. But yeah, no, Electroshocker just like does well at slowing down, and like Pyromancer does well at slowing down. Like they all kind of like but Frieza does both, and it's cool. It's just not. It's not incredible. It is really good. It generally is. It is really good. It is like a worthwhile tower now. I think it's kind of like an unsung hero, I guess. Probably the best way of putting it. It's a really good tower for the price point. Really good tower for beginners, and you can it's still usable. Look, it's doing really well. We're on wave 33. Still really usable in like for a more advanced player like myself. RTO, the funnel wave. Look at him. He's still stunning things. He's doing really well. My Frieza, he's incredible. He's really good tower. Generally, he's worth it. I don't know how good he would be in Fallen, because he takes up a tower spot. Fallen, you need damage. Fallen's really hard. But like, it's got its little ability. He can do things. That's completely the wrong Frieza. Like he's got an ability to just like stun things. Like if I just threw this into this crowd, this is the only part he's good at crowd control, because he's got that ability, and it's fairly quick to like recharge. What was it, 11 seconds? Yeah, that's really fast for an ability of that caliber. Oh, well done, DJ. You've done quite well there. An ability just like that kind of ability is generally really good for what you pay. He's really good, really cheap. Doesn't take that. I think the only thing with Frieza is he's really. Oh, hello, Doombringer. He's really good with like. He's really good with like single target. He's okay with crowds with his ability. Obviously, he's got his ability. He's all right with crowds. Then does the thingy affect the molten boss? Let's see. Yeah, it's 15 seconds. Nah, it doesn't. But like, he's really good with bosses. He's not really good with bosses. His flaws are mainly crowd control. Unless you want to mini manage him, which is fair enough. You can mini manage him if you want, or bosses, anything big, because that's not his thing. His thing is to slow him down and stun, and he does that pretty well for the price point of the tower in terms of like actually buying it from the shop and also buying it from in game 7,800 without DJ bus is really good. And we've just killed the Molten Warlord, so I'm going to say thank you so much for watching this video. If you did go on to enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you are going to subscribe, why don't you hit notifications on? But before we do, let's go back to the lobby and let's get our rewards. You know how we do around here. We always do a cheeky little spin of the wheel at the very end of the video. And if we get as luck rate, I'll be very happy. If not, then I won't be very happy. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. Right here, we're at the wheel, and 4 high tier crates would be incredible. So we're going to do one spin of the wheel before we go. We've got ourselves a low mid. Is that a mid? I think it's a mid grade crate. So let's go open that quickly. Rewards, and we're gonna deal 10 million damage. I'm gonna claim that real quickly. Thank you. Go into items. Go over to. Oh, it hasn't loaded in properly. Mid grade. Oh, let's wait for it all to load in. Then we're going to open that boy. But as I have just said, if you are new around here, please leave a like and subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. We're trying to get to 300 by the end of the month. We'll try to get to 250 by the end of the month. But if that's done quickly, then we'll try to get to 300. Let's say 300 by the end of the month. Go on. We're already a fifth of the way through. Oh, got a nuke. I'm sorry, I didn't even realise that happens. So like, yeah, no, we're almost a quarter through to 200 already. So thank you so much for watching this video. Your watch time has been greatly appreciated. I'll see you all in Wednesday's video. See you then. Bye bye.